Hello, and welcome back. Okay, so I'm streaming on Monday today because I have a meeting that goes until 5 on Wednesday. Normally I get off at 4, and I count on getting home at 4:30 in order to stream. So I can't stream on Wednesday. I also can't stream on Friday because I need to pack for my trip. So we're streaming today and Thursday. Odd week, but that's what it is. So last time in the game, we beat a ball, then we came back to the astrologian who was keeping us out of arena with a sandstorm, and we beat him. But we didn't kill him. No, that task fell to the assassin that the Kaiser sent. The assassin being the cat girl that we met earlier, who attacked Kami Izumi. Then we went and fought Kami Izumi for a side quest, and then we went and fought the cat girl and beat her. But Jan made off with the thing that she was going out to collect. So overall, not exactly a winning fight, but we did kind of okay.
Everyone look! Up there!
There's still time! Let's hurry!
Grand Mill works.
Oh my! Look at all these gears! It's something, isn't it? The city of Ansheim is an industrial haven powered entirely by the wind, you know. Oh, la vache! A city powered by wind? You must tell me how it works. Me? Well, you see, it's really quite simple. So, the wind blows, right? Woo, woo, woo! And the gears go round and round, like so. And then? Then the gears move the thingamajig, which is connected to a what's-it. And, Tiz! Magnolia's picking on me!
That's what you get for trying to show off. I'll tell you all about wind power later, Magnolia. For now, let's get going.
Twist and Shoo, how sweet of you. But it's okay. I pretty much already know. Then what'd you ask me for? Sheesh.
Really? This is supposed to be an easy dungeon!
Oh, howdy, Mr. Jan, sir. Glad you made it back, sir.
There's no way to talk to an officer! Sir Jan! Your safe return heartens us all.
Oh, it's you two. I was hoping for someone more competent.
Oh, afraid we're fresh out of copper tints, sir.
Look, you, Jenny Olja, and his crew will be coming this way any minute now.
Leave him to us, sir!
They're too much for you, and you know it. So I've got a present for you. Maybe you've seen it before. The looker in the science lab?
That slippery, slimy, slobbery thingy?
That's it. As soon as the enemy arrives, point it their way. And try not to screw up, you hear?
Yes, sir.
Wait, Jan! You just had to follow me, didn't you? I need to know, Jan. Why did you betray us? Why are you fighting for the Empire? You said it was your goal to destroy the Crystal Guard from the start? There must be a reason for all this. Tell me, Jan! The Crystal Guard? Tuh. Defenders of the Orthodoxy and its followers. Knights in shining armor, admired by all. Your family, House Genealja, has led the Crystal Guard for generations. You feel pride and responsibility. I get that. But get this. It's all a bunch of lies. What? Let me give you a little history lesson. 16 years ago, when the anti-crystalists were busy overthrowing the Orthodoxy, the Crystal Guards surrendered to the Duchy. Voluntarily disarmed. Maybe you've heard the story? What you didn't hear about were the houses that opposed the surrender. The houses that were crushed from within. Proud men slain, heirlooms and property seized. The Crystal Guard lopped off and sold its limbs to save its rotten, stinking skin. You're lying! My true name is Jan Balestra, of House Balestra. Proud knights and opponents of the surrender. House Balestra, whose lord and lady were my parents, killed in cold blood and erased from history. Betrayed by Houses Genealja and Camlin. You following you? Your family and Others killed mine! What? My foster parents told me everything as they lay there dying. They told me to carry the secret to my grave. Guess it's too late for that. Why do I fight for the Empire? It's simple. For revenge. There's your answer. Now are you still going to stop me? You bet. You bet I'm gonna stop you. You killed our comrades, our friends. You kidnapped Her Holiness and tossed her in a cell. You're a traitor and a murderer. And as the last remaining Cavalier, it is my duty to bring you to justice! There's that single-minded devotion. You're a man with a mission. But can you look me in the eye and tell me that mission is truly your own? Or are you just clinging to the Crystal Guard and its false ideals?
I know that
Jan,
Anyas did nothing
how
wrong.
long are you gonna keep
Oh
us
no!
Your job was to deliver the compass safely to His Majesty, or have you forgotten?
Looks like duty calls. I wanted to be the one to kill you, but hey, we don't always get what we want. Amphisbina, over here! So long, you. If we meet again, you can be sure I'll settle the score.
I'm kind of surprised that Tiz and Idia didn't react to a fairy appearing, considering what they went through in the last game. Weak against physical attacks. Okay. Ooh, but the other one is... Okay. Let's see. Antidote. Weak against magical attacks. Oh, that's fine. Oh, they randomly swap which... Oh, I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm just gonna target all if I can. Okay, so the top one is weak to magic. Top one's weak to magic. At least that's very easy to keep track of now. Bottom one's weak to physical. Holy Knight on everyone. Bottom one is weak to magic. That's the one that's weak to magic.
Alright, who wants a beating?
What? I thought it was weak to magic.
Cheer up, guys! I've got this!
I have no idea. Bottom one's weak to magic. which is best here. I'll just go with dark. There we go. Tiz gained a level. We got Bacchus' Wine and a Turtle Ether.
After the skyhold, everyone! There's still time!
You! Do not rien? Are you okay? A sniper? We're under attack! Take cover!
The skyhold! It's getting away! Don't move, you! It's too dangerous! Curse it all!
Stand up, you lousy bombs! How am I supposed to get off a good shot with you crawling on the floor like cockroaches? Guess I was already pushing my luck from this range, huh?
She's
Sorry,
firing from there?
Now what should we do?
We're over the horizon!
No. At the very least, you've kept them from entering the skyhold.
So, you figure we just wait till they drag their butts over here to finish the job?
Why not? You nearly took them out from across an ocean. At close range, they're as good as dead. I'm counting on you, Amy.
Leave it to me. I'll do anything for you, darling. After I fill them full of holes, you'll make me some of your bestest pancakes, won't you?
It's a promise. Together, we'll bounce those little brats once and for all.
A feeling. It begins as nothing more. One heart desperately calling out to another. In this strange land you arrived in, guided only by the wind, you will face the depths of her feelings for you. You may be startled, frightened, shaken to your very core, but you will be fine. As you always have been. I am sure of it. For no matter what twisted form they may take, I know that your feelings for each other will always be true.
To be continued. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. If it feels like I'm skipping around, that's because you're not watching my videos in stream order. Exodus 1. These are the names of the sons of Israel who went to Egypt with Jacob, each with his family: Reuben, Simeon, Levi and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher. The descendants of Jacob numbered 70 in all. Joseph was already in Egypt. Now Joseph and all his brothers and all that generation died. But the Israelites were exceedingly fruitful. They multiplied greatly, increased in numbers, and became so numerous that the land was filled with them. Then a new king, to whom Joseph meant nothing, came to power in Egypt. Look, he said to his people, the Israelites have become far too numerous for us. Come, we must deal shrewdly with them, or they will become even more numerous, and if war breaks out, we'll join our enemies, fight against us, and leave the country. So they put slave masters over them to oppress them with forced labor, and they built Pithom and Ramesses as store cities for Pharaoh. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread. So the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites and worked them ruthlessly. They made their lives bitter with harsh labor and brick and mortar, and with all kinds of work in the fields. In all their harsh labor, the Egyptians worked them ruthlessly. The king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, whose names were Shiphrah and Puah, "When you are helping the Hebrew women during childbirth on the delivery stool, if you see that the baby is a boy, kill him. But if it is a girl, let her live." The midwives, however, feared God and did not do what the king of Egypt had told them to do. They let the boys live. Then the king of Egypt summoned the midwives and asked them, "Why have you done this? Why have you let the boys live?" The midwives answered Pharaoh, "Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. They are vigorous and give birth before the midwives arrive." So God was kind to the midwives, and the people increased and became even more numerous. And because the midwives feared God, he gave them families of their own. Then Pharaoh gave this order to all his people: "Every Hebrew boy that is born you must throw into the Nile, but let every girl live." May God bless the reading of his word. Yeah, it plays great distance at the end of every chapter. They are rightly quite proud of it, but I don't know that we needed to see it so many times. I just realized that the translation of the lyrics is on the bottom screen. Chapter 2. What's Past is Prologue.
Are you okay, you? Let me see your arm.
It still stings a bit, but I'll be fine. Just don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look like yourself.
Well, it's just... I can't stop thinking about what Jan said. Everything I've done to get this far, I did out of my sense of duty, as a knight of the Crystal Guard. But I was just playing the role assigned to me. I've never once fought for myself, for my own ideals.
Now hold on, you. I wouldn't say that's true at all.
That's right. Look at the way you reached out to your friend after besting him in battle. He betrayed you. If you were just blindly performing your duty, you would have executed him as a traitor. But you couldn't bring yourself to do such a thing. If that isn't holding true to your own ideals, then what is? Look, you. It isn't easy being part of a huge organization. Trust me, I know. Take Eternia, or the Crystal Orthodoxy. So many things happened that were beyond any one person's control. I'm sure the same goes for the Crystal Guard. If you think in terms of black and white, maybe what the Crystal Guard did was black, but does that mean everything about it was? If you look at all the individuals that were a part of it, and everything they've done, Maybe it was just one dark spot in a sea of light. Just like the Crystal Orthodoxy had Agnes, and Eternia had those who truly had the interests of the people at heart. Surely the Crystal Guard too had those who fought for a true, genuine sense of justice. You might not feel that way now, and who can blame you after all you've been through? But there's someone who needs your help, and you genuinely want to help her. Isn't that something you can believe in?
My friends, forgive me for losing faith. You're right, of course. We must press on. For Her Holiness.
Now that's our you!
And with that, let's get going! Agnes, can you tell where the Skyhold is now?
Your Holiness, are you hurt?
No. She can hear the whole
Agnes,
thing, so...
Are you crying?
My...
Why, if they laid even a finger on you... Just hold tight, Agnes! We're coming to save you!
You look so distressed. Is something the matter?
Her eyes, they're all red. Forgive us, Your Holiness.
My eyes? Oh, it's just so... smoky in here.
Ah.
Smoky? That must be Mount Karka out the window. The ash is really quite thick. Wait, so it's just some smoke in your eyes? Do you know how worried we were? Oh, forgive me. Though it wasn't just that. The chestnut chili that the guards brought me for dessert, it's all covered in soot. You just wait, Agnes. When we
For
come to
dessert.
save you, we'll bring you all the jellies you can eat and then some. Thank you for your concern, but do not worry yourselves too much. I'm getting along well here. That's Agnes for you.
Mount Karka, that's in the Eisen region.
That would be due east of here, right?
Right. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a rub. The seas between here and Eisen are particularly rough. I've read of waves over 10 feet high.
And all we have is that flimsy rowboat.
Yes, we're in for quite a ride.
How about no?
Oh, don't look so happy about it.
Come on, everyone. Her Holiness is counting on us.
It's getting awful dark.
Perhaps we should make camp for the night and set out in the morning.
Let's. We'll want to be at full strength for the voyage ahead.
I can't sleep. And here I was hoping to get a good night's rest before another day of rowing.
Row, row, row your boat. Passiblement à travers la mer.
Nice. They have it in French, too.
These two just had to start sleep talking on a night like this. How can Tiss sleep with all this racket? He really is amazing.
You don't eat that bomb fragment. It'll be fine. With some gravy on it. You mustn't give up. Without even trying.
They're having a sleep conversation.
Are they dreaming the same dream? And more importantly, what am I doing eating bomb fragments?
Hey, don't ask me. Or me.
Come now. Maybe it's good for you.
That does it. I'm going for a walk until they quiet down. Is that flimsy old boat really gonna take us all the way to Eisen?
Not
Maybe
really.
we should try to find a sturdier vessel after all.
You seem pensive, you Jenny Olja.
Who goes there?
Once more, the Skyhold has eluded your grasp. You are frustrated, anxious, and with good reason. But you must plan well for the journey ahead. The line between courage and recklessness is a thin one indeed.
Wait just a minute. Who are you? Where are you?
Words are like heads of cabbage. Weigh them well before you choose. Cabbage, you see, grows faster on the inside. Thus, it is not size, but rather weight which reveals its true value. The same can be said of one's words.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Easy, lad. I have come to visit you tonight because there is something I would share with you. You can find safe passage to Eisen. Yes, even in that modest vessel of yours.
What? But how?
Do not be deceived by appearances. Remember the cabbage.
Again with the cabbage.
Do not plot a straight course for Eisen. Rather, row first to Eternia's southern shores, to the home of the Eternal Vortex, a vicious whirlpool that abates but for a few days a year. Yes, just about now. In the olden days, when the art of navigation was not as advanced as it is today, sailors oft made use of this seaway.
How do you know all this? And why are you telling me?
Whether the wisdom of your forebears will avail you today, I cannot say. But it is at least worth a try, is it not? I have marked the location on your map.
But
Bon
who is
voyage.
this?
May your journey be a safe one.
It's Appleberry, isn't it?
Wait, you still haven't told me. What in the world was that all about?
What's the matter, you? It's still the dead of night.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. The strangest thing just happened.
Oh, la vache. Do we have a stalker?
I doubt that's the case. He taught us a way to get to Eisen after all.
It comes at a perfect time. Almost too perfect. Are you sure you didn't just dream
Wait,
it all?
I know who that was!
I'm telling you, it really happened.
Now, I think we can all agree that it
That wasn't
beats just
Appleberry,
setting out aimlessly.
But
Let's go and see for ourselves. If it looks dangerous, we can always turn back.
Exactly, sir. You took the words right out of my mouth.
When you put it that way, I suppose no path is entirely free of danger. Let's set out at dawn. Until then, I'm gonna catch a few more winks.
okay, that was not Appleberry. I know who it was, but we're not going to find out for a while, so I'm not going to spoil it right now.
This is the vortex? The waters seem awfully calm.
Looks like your friend spoke true. People in Luxembourg sure are helpful.
I'm as relieved as anyone, but just who was he anyway?
Perhaps a kindly, mysterious, seafaring stalker. Stop it! You're giving me the creeps.
Hey, all's well that ends well, right? Now, let's navigate the shoals and make for Eisen.
I keep losing to random encounters! So frustrating! House by the sea.
And ho! And about time, if you ask me. Let's get moving.
Look! Someone's collapsed on the floor! Are you okay?
The pain.
Save your strength. Are you wounded?
Why, we are... Oh, we are positively dying of hunger.
Hunger?
You can spare some food, yes? Some inari sushi, perhaps?
I'm not sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure I don't have any. Would a croissant do?
That is much better. You are kind, stranger.
Why is she dressed like a fox?
Don't mention it. If I may ask, who are you?
But we have neglected to introduce ourselves. You have the honor of meeting Yoko, Princess of Unohana, Land of Hot Springs. Princess? What's a princess doing in a place like this? Some days ago, our Anisama, our dear brother, set off on a journey. Though he promised to return shortly, we have seen neither hide nor hair of him since. We simply could not bear it any longer.
So, you left in search of your brother?
Correct. We had just come to these parts when a giant castle emerged from the clouds. We knew not what it was, but it frightened us. And so we sought shelter here. A castle in the clouds? That must be the Skyhold. You are familiar with this Skyhold?
We've chased it here from halfway across the world. Did you see where it went?
We believe it was heading north, toward Mount Karka.
Alright, let's go everyone. Oh, but wait! What about Yoko? We can't just leave her here.
You are travelers, yes? We would join you on your journey. Traveling with you, we just might find our Anisama. Surely you would not leave us alone in this dreadful place, with no food to fill our delicate tummy. We humbly request your aid. We shall not slow you down, so please do not make us beg.
What
That's a
asterisk
tough
does she
one.
have?
You might be in more danger with us than on your own.
But we insist. Please, you. Pretty please.
Maybe we use his name.
Sir? What do you say? I don't have the heart to leave her here. It shouldn't hurt to take her along, right? Just until she finds her brother?
Yeah. Leaving her to fend for herself would be too cruel. If we run into any monsters or Imperials, we'll just have to protect her ourselves.
Right. I guess we can do that. Welcome aboard, Yoko.
Don't worry about a thing. We've got your back.
We are most indebted to you for your kindness. Pray, lead the way.
Ride Remora.
Going out in search of your brother all by yourself is quite impressive, Yoko.
Why, yes. Yes, it is, if we do say so ourselves. You have our permission to praise us further. It's impressive, all right, but... aren't your parents worried about you? We are not a child. We are perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves.
That's not how it sounded when you were asking us to take you along.
Well, that was merely an excuse. How little you understand us. The four of you looked so lonesome and helpless traveling by yourselves. We deigned to find a way to accompany you.
I guess you got us then. Oh well, the more the merrier, I say.
Don't worry, Yoko. You don't have to hide your fears for our sake.
Did you not hear a word we said? It was merely an act, and means to an end. You have angered your princess, you. Take this as your punishment.
Ow! Wait, why me?
Do not question your princess. Reflect well on your actions should you wish to gain our favor once more.
That's odd. I could have sworn I had more croissants in my bag.
Don't look at me. What have either?
Is it just me, or do her cheeks look a bit puffy?
Come now, Yoko. There's no point in lying. You should apologize to you.
Our apologies, you. After going so long without food, our stomach was again rumbling and...
Oh, don't worry about it. There's plenty for everyone. Just ask next time, okay?
What a gracious and gentle soul you are. Your princess is quite taken with you. We would name you Geneolja, our Minister of the Right.
The right?
Minister of the Right? Thanks, I think.
You are not content with your post? Well, the only greater honor will be to take you as our prince consort.
Magnolia takes issue with
Your
that
husband? But we've only just met.
If you are not opposed to the arrangement, then neither are we. We would much rather marry a fine young man of our choosing than some fusty old lord chosen for us by our dear father.
Quite popular with the ladies, aren't we, you?
Apparently.
Come on, Edia. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
Looks to me like you're enjoying the attention.
I don't think
It's not
he
very
is.
gentlemanly to lead a lady along. Perhaps you should tell her the truth.
Magnolia's scaring me. What should I do, sir?
Now, everyone. Let's cut you some slack. He can't help being a bit of a blockhead sometimes.
You'd know.
All right, keep it moving, people.
Eisen Bridge!
Why, if it isn't Tiz and Idia, it's been some time.
Why are you still
That
here?
it has, Commander Goodman.
Tiz, we had heard grave news about you. It hardens me to see you well.
Thank you, Commander. The feeling's mutual.
This man is a friend of yours?
Ah, forgive me for not properly introducing myself. I am Daniel Goodman, commander of the Eisenberg Army.
An honor to meet you, Commander Goodman. I am Geneolja, a knight of the Crystal Guard.
Oh, the young lord of House Geneolja.
Commander Goodman was a great friend and ally to us on our journey. We'd have been lost without him.
Yep.
It is I who should be saying those words to you. Why, not only did you help us resolve a bitter civil war, you even saved my own marriage. I know this entire nation is in your debt.
Oh, shucks, it was nothing, really. But I can't help but notice, are you fighting another war?
Yeah.
I fear so. The Empire has struck swiftly and with great force. It's been all we can do to stay their advance.
The Empire is struck here too? With how many men?
That's the thing. It's just...
Commander, incoming!
Blast! Here she comes!
It's just one.
She?
Or possibly two. But yeah, Amy
Come on, you
by
little
herself
baby.
is...
Show me what you got! What, you just gonna hole up in your shells like freaking turtles? Come on, fight like men!
I'll not have my manhood insulted by this wench! I'm going in!
You're going to
Halt!
die.
The commander ordered us not to move an inch.
And what good are we doing sitting here? Come on, men, follow me!
You're going to die.
Eisenberg!
Yep.
I guess you should have listened to your commander, huh? Once I've got you in my sights, boom, it's game over. Now come on, who else has got a death wish?
What a positively dreadful woman.
Aye, she's a fierce one, all right. I've seen many a sharpshooter in my day, but her lethal accuracy is second to none.
I mean, she literally hit us from half a
Single-handedly,
world
she's held
away.
my entire army at bay.
Crossing this bridge is the only way for us to get to the Skyhold.
All right, everyone. Let's go.
Right. We can do this. You stay here, Yoko. It's too dangerous for you.
Yes, we shall rally you to victory from here. Be strong, our friends.
Huh, well, if it ain't you, Googly Moogly and his 3 yutzes. How'd you like my little love tap from before, huh?
Just my way of saying hi.
Love tap?
Oh, for crying... Do I have to spell it out for you? The bullet that smacked you in the arm. Hot from Eisenberg to Ansheim, just for you.
You shot that all the way from here?
You're finally...
You
getting
literally
it.
can't see
Now
us
you're
from all the
gonna
way
get
over
it, if
here.
You know what I mean. That's right, you got no shot against me. My darling told me as much, and my darling never lies.
What's that?
You want to hear more about my darling before I ventilate ya? Well, my darling's just the handsomest, the smartest, and the sweetest darling there ever was.
Actually, we don't really need to...
Once I've filled you full of holes, he's gonna bake me a batch of his famous pancakes. So hot and fluffy and syrupy and... Oh, I'm weeping just thinking about it. But before that, let me murder ya. Who wants to bite it first?
This doesn't look good.
Too soon! Are you okay?
I think so. Thank you, Magnolia.
Well now, look at these two all lovey-dovey.
Lovey?
No, you've got it all.
I think Magnolia is going to take issue with that.
Aw, ain't you just the cutest? Friend or foe, there's nothing like seeing two sweethearts in love.
Oh my.
Oh, but maybe you're wondering what happened to that bullet you dodged.
Huh?
Ah!
How would the...
Commander Goodman! Ha! Looks like I was on the mark after all. What's the matter? Never seen a bullet change directions in midair before?
Yeah,
The things
exactly!
I can do with a gun'll knock your socks off. Well, what are you waiting for? Come and get me! For every bullet you dodge, you can say so long to one of your friends.
We're no match for her. Retreat, everyone!
Hang in there, Commander Goodman!
The wound is deep. He needs treatment at once. Heartchild is just to the west. Let's carry him there.
Archchild, capital of Eisenberg.
So, this is Heartchild. It's already sundown.
Softly lively for this hour, don't you think?
Is it not usually?
Maybe people are enjoying themselves more now that the war is over.
In any case, we need to hurry to Eleanor's.
Eleanor?
Commander Goodman's wife. They're both such kind people. They really took care of us last time we were here in Eisenberg.
They sure did. And they're a real pair of swans, those two.
Swans? Right. Swans are a waterfowl we have here in Luxembourg. They're known for forming lifelong breeding pairs, so we often use them to describe a deeply devoted husband and wife.
A pair of swans. How romantic.
A wonderful explanation, sir. In reality, however, swans aren't so...
And that's enough from Tis and You's Birds of Luxembourg. Commander Goodman, remember?
Right. Let's go. Mrs. Goodman.
If it isn't Tiz and Idia, how have you been, my dears?
It's great to see you again, Eleanor.
But the
Tiz and I are
occasion is
fine,
not.
thank you, but...
It's your husband. He's been wounded.
Heavens! Here, bring him this way.
Is Commander Goodman gonna be all right?
He will be now, thanks to you. The doctor says you saved his life by bringing him back here so soon. With some bed rest, he should be fine.
Now that's a relief.
By the way, I know this isn't the best time to ask, but... is something going on in Heartschild? The town seems... different, somehow.
Why, it certainly should. It's Heartsfest season. A time for revelry that comes but once a year. At first, City Hall planned to cancel the festivities. What with the Imperial attack and all. But someone convinced them that the people needed something to lift their spirits. Now more than ever. Why, this generous fellow even offered to fund almost the entire festival.
A festival? That does sound like fun.
Yes, they've set up stalls all over town, with food and games and everything. But the real star this year is none other than the traveling confectioner who's sponsoring the event.
Oh no.
They say his pastries are so heavenly that they can heal the wounds and hearts of our weary soldiers.
Now that you mention it, I think I heard people around town talking about cake. With that sort of reputation, his sweets must be something else indeed.
Well then, why don't you go and have a taste for yourselves? To tell the truth, I had one of his cupcakes just before, and I can tell you this, you won't be disappointed.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, but he's Amy's beloved.
Right behind you.
And they're off again.
I'll let them have their fun. We've been fighting almost non-stop to get here. We could all use a little break.
We are in complete agreement. Minister, your princess requires an escort to the festivities.
Well, when you put it that way. All right, let's see what this festival's all about.
Why, this chocolate cake is absolutely divine. I bet it's not half as tasty as my apricot tart.
Shows what you two know. None of those sweets are half as scrumptious as the man who made them.
Talk about a hunk!
That must be the traveling confectioner everyone's talking about.
I wouldn't try anything from him if I were
Shivering
you.
in anticipation.
Oh, customers. Welcome to Panettone's Fine Pastries. I am the proprietor, Angelo Ovio Panettone. Perhaps you've read the articles? I've come to share a taste of heaven with the people of this dreary town.
A taste of heaven?
I don't mean to brag, but my creations are no ordinary confections. They are like nothing that has ever been tasted before in this world.
Because you have
The
an
first bite
asterisk
will
for
send
it.
your heart soaring into the sky. The next will send your very soul to heaven.
That doesn't sound like a
The
good thing.
most ultimately, sublimely, divinely delightful pastries I have ever tasted. That is an exact quote from a local food critic.
We believe what this man is saying is that he is quite certain of his abilities.
And with good reason. But don't take it from me. Just listen to these lovely ladies here. What do you say, ladies? My desserts are...
To die for!
Ah!
My face is...
To die for!
Okay,
All
so
together now.
We're
Okay, so outside of this series of games, that would sound like a great endorsement. Not in this series of games.
Talk about passionate fans. Is he a pastry chef or a superstar?
Well, there's no way I'm leaving without trying one for myself.
No! Don't!
Me too!
No!
Here!
Nope.
One pastry for each of us!
Nope.
But of course, I just happen to have 5 remaining.
One for us as well? How splendid.
What's this? He's almost sold out? No way! I only got to eat one! Oh, give me one more! Oh, me too! Me too!
Hey, hands off! That one's mine!
What? Oh, if you'll just...
The last 2 are mine! Anyone who wants them will have to pry them from my cold dead hands!
Well, that's good for the party.
I'm afraid I'm all sold out. You'll just have to come back next year.
Next year. Awesome. We don't have to do this.
Do you have any idea how much I was looking forward to that?
Dommage. Now I'll never know what heaven tastes like.
Don't get too down, you two. Look, there's plenty of other snacks and games to enjoy.
Come on, Magnolia. You too, Idia.
Oh, look! A shooting gallery! That looks like the perfect place to take out our stress and frustration.
Darn shooting! Let's go have some fun!
You know, that's entirely on brand.
Oh, look at all these fish. Aren't they colorful?
Care to try your hand at goldfish scooping? It's a cherished pastime of Unahana. Any goldfish you scoop are yours to keep. Give it a try.
Come on, you. It looks like fun.
All right. Hear me, goldfish. In the name of the Crystal Guard, you will be scooped.
Ha ha ho! You and Magnolia sure seem to be enjoying themselves. We wouldn't want to get in the way, now would we? Let's check out some of the other games.
Aw, but I wanted to try goldfish scooping too.
As did we. It is not often we are able to partake in the diversions of commoners. Look, you two. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I like the implied threat.
All right already.
What is the meaning of this? Our kimono is made of the finest silk. Release our sleeve at once.
Ah, c'est important.
Darn, you got away again. I've never been good at these games.
Don't worry, you. I'll deliver the coup for the both of us.
You said it, Magnolia. Here comes our coup de gravy.
Formidable! Look, I got him!
Wow, how did you do that? Is this really your first time?
It's simple, really. Look, it's all in the rest.
All right, here comes my coup de gravy. Oh, but you should try it first, sir. Huh? Where'd everyone go?
That's curious. They must be around here somewhere.
We should go find them.
Wait, you!
Huh?
Come to think of it, this is the first time we've really been alone together, isn't it? It's kind of nice, don't you think? Just the two of us?
Oh, of course, it's fine with me, but... this is kind of awkward. Like that time we shared an umbrella.
Yep.
Hmm? Did you say something?
It's nothing. Nothing at all. Come on, we have goldfish to scoop.
All right. Show me your coup de gravy.
Here we go. Easy now. Easy.
Take care, you. Now, tilt your scooper ever so slightly. Then lead it gently along the water's surface. Empty your mind. Become the water.
Like this?
Oh no, more like this. Here, let me...
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Really,
look! That game over there sure looks like fun, right? Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Right! Let's go try it out!
And I like the song that just started playing there. Thank you for saving the commander. We owe you a great debt. With that weight off my mind, I can properly focus on sweets.
Flowers! Flowers for sale! Won't you buy a freshly cut flower? Look, you! She's selling flowers! Flowers being sold on the street! Luxembourg truly is out of this world!
Compared to the moon, I
You mean
suppose.
they don't sell flowers on the moon?
Mais non! On the moon, flowers are rare and precious. They're not something to be bought or sold lightly. There you are. We were searching everywhere for you.
What Magnolia said about the flowers then makes sense why she has that magnolia flower stuck in her hair for all time. Considering you just got that flower to wake her up. He wasn't thinking at all about giving a flower to a girl. He was just trying to wake her up.
Oh, it would appear our Minister of the Right is well aware of his lady's likings. Minister, we have taken a fancy to that orange blossom. You will procure it for us, yes? Yes.
Why do I get the feeling you're not gonna leave me alone until I do? For you, my princess.
Quoi? Mais pourquoi? You have served your princess well, Minister. We are most pleased.
And here, Magnolia, this blue one is for you.
What is the meaning of this? It's lovely, of course, but... how can you give 2 flowers to 2 girls at the same time? It makes no sense.
Because
It doesn't?
because one was a gift, and one was to get the other off his case, that's why.
When you give a flower to a lady, doesn't it mean you're asking for her hand in marriage?
Oh,
Marriage?
that's why she cherishes the magnolia flower so much.
Wait a minute, Magnolia. There must be some sort of misunderstanding. You're talking about on the moon, right?
De quoi tu parles? So you mean when we first met, that flower you gave me?
Was to wake you up.
You were unconscious, and I used it to revive you.
This can't be. I see. How silly of me, right? I mean, how could I ever think?
I'm sorry. I didn't explain myself well enough.
Don't be sorry, you. I should have known better. After all, who would... Oh, I'm such a fool. I want to crawl into a deep, dark hole.
Just so everyone is clear, this is not our fault. You are aware of this, yes?
It's kind of your fault.
Look over there. If it isn't Tiz and Idia. Over here. Here we are. Oh, Yoko! We've been looking all over for you. Why do I get the feeling I just walked in at the worst possible time?
No, it's nothing. I wonder how Commander Goodman is doing. I'll go check.
Wait, Magnolia!
Say, Yoko, did something happen while we were gone?
Just a fleeting misunderstanding, nothing more. But how amusing. I think I shall not tire of you soon.
Oh, back so soon?
We just wanted to check in on Commander Goodman. How's he doing?
Quite well, thank you. He's been resting comfortably in bed, and just woke up not long ago. He even has his appetite back. I offered him some sweets from the festival and he wolfed down an entire cake.
Great! Sounds like there's nothing to worry about.
It's all thanks to you. Truly, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. As a small token of our thanks, won't you spend the night? It would be our pleasure to have you.
Truly? The pleasure would be all ours.
Yay! Free in!
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, you. I heard the story from Magnolia. Don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, even I didn't realize that she... You know.
Yeah.
I know, but just thinking of what I put her through.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning, Magnolia.
You. I'm sorry about yesterday. Please, just forget about it.
No, Magnolia, I should be the one...
No, truly, it's fine. Really, I'm fine.
Morning, everyone. Shall we be off?
Yes, let's.
We should thank Eleanor once more before we take off.
Eleanor, thanks again for your hospitality. We'll be going...
Does it seem strangely quiet in here?
Eleanor? Eleanor? Perhaps she's out.
You, something's not right here.
Huh?
Remember, who are the only people in town who never got to try any of the sweets? Dave.
What in the...
Where is everyone? There's not a soul in the streets.
Perhaps they all went somewhere as part of the festival.
Kind of.
Wouldn't we have heard about it?
I was interviewing people about the history of Heartsfest last night, and no one mentioned...
Oh, way to go, Six Star. What were they saying?
Huh, do you have to keep bringing that up? Just wait a minute. What in the world?
You?
Did something happen to your diary?
Life is like an onion. Layer by layer you peel away, only to find yourself in tears. But saute the pieces in olive oil and... you might find the result surprisingly sweet. But let us speak of onions another time. Today, I have come to offer you an apology. Forgive me, for I did not mean to cause you concern. On the contrary, I sought only to help you in some small way. While I would like nothing more than to meet you face to face, I fear that things are not quite so simple. For the time being, know this: I am a friend. And while I consider myself kindly and know my way about the seas, I am not, by any means, a stalker. Bon courage. May fortune ever smile upon you in your travels.
Who wrote this?
Not me, that's for sure.
It wasn't me either.
And if it wasn't me...
That leaves...
Us? You cannot be serious. Why, we did not even know that our minister kept a diary until this very moment. Judging from his words, it would seem to be the same person who guided us here to Eisenberg.
Yep.
Right. If I recall, he was going on about vegetables then, too.
Yep.
Right? That was before you even met us.
Does that mean this man with the purple pen is following us?
Maybe it's...
A ghost!
Stop it, will you? Didn't I tell you that if there's one thing I'm scared of, it's ghosts?
Purple pen, huh? I thought... When I was reading the stuff written in a purple pen in the bestiary before, I thought that was written by Kami Izumi. But it's actually by this person. Huh. Well, I guess we'll find out later.
Hey, I don't like him either! Why did I say that?
If someone had followed us all the way here, we'd have noticed by now.
Wow, sir. Cool and collected even at a time like this.
Alright, I've got it. Our culprit is the ghost of a kindly, seafaring, gardening stalker.
We must be on our guard!
This town,
The diary? Strange things are happening all around us. For all we know, an asterisk holder might be just around the corner.
Oh, we've met two
Let's
just
search
recently.
The town.
And
stay
I
alert.
suspect that this fox lady also has one, though I don't recall if she does.
Look, there's someone.
Why, that is... Anisama! Anisama, is it truly you? How I miss you so.
Yoko, what are you doing in this place?
I was searching for you, Anisama. Oh, how far I traveled, braving fearsome beasts and an ever-grumbling tummy.
I see. Pray forgive your unworthy brother.
Well, there's nothing like a heartwarming family reunion.
Our pampered little princess sure sounds different when she's talking to her big brother, huh?
I do not believe we have met.
Oh, these are the kind people who traveled with me. They fed me when I was hungry and kept me company on my journey.
Is that so? Then I too am in your debt. I am Danzaburo, a disciple of the sword. On behalf of my sister, I offer my deepest gratitude.
Don't mention it. I'm sure you'd do the same for us.
By the way, Danzaburo, would you know anything about where everyone in town has gone?
I fear I do not. I arrived in this city not minutes ago.
I see.
And with that, Yoko, you have imposed on these kind strangers enough. We should return home to Yunohana.
I would love nothing more than to do just that, Anisama. But I fear our only way home is being blocked by this dreadful woman.
We were looking for a way to cross Eisenbridge too, but I'm afraid we're up against quite a fearsome foe.
Is that so? Then perhaps I can be of some assistance. Might I accompany you to this bridge?
But, of course.
Granddad! Come on! Hurry!
Rush about headlong like that, and you may just take a tumble.
Wow! It's just like I remember!
Is it really now? You were only wee high when we left, you know. I feared you might forget this place.
No way! I could never forget this smell. But it kinda smells like a dog now.
Oh, the old place hasn't had anyone to look after it in quite some time. The posts and floorboards are all warped. Oh, and look up there! Even the roof is coming down.
Yeah, neat! We can see the stars at night!
From today, this little place will be our home again. I'm not getting any younger. Even if I take the boat out, I won't be able to bring in the catch I used to. We'll have to tighten our belts on some nights. I hope you understand.
Uh-huh. I want to live here again, where we all live together. Mom and Dad and you and me. I'll help out lots and work really hard, and you won't have to, okay?
I bet you would. You sure know how to warm an old man's heart. Let's give it our all.
Oh, such passion, such fire and vigor, they move me so. I fear I may be overcome with tears.
A rat.
Stop! I am not a rat girl. please, in what world could you mistake such a gentleman as this for the lowly rat?
Arutus Profiteur, Merchant of Death, holder of the Merchant Asterisk. This charlatan chairman was up to no good in Ansheim until Idia and her friends blew his money-making schemes out of the desert. While his ample coffers used to do all the talking, he now finds himself in the red, struggling to rebuild his fortunes. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Who are you? And what are you doing here, huh? This is our house.
Yes, yes! Oh, I know! I've been waiting here so very long for your return, yes?
What's going on here? Stop harassing these poor, innocent people!
Oh, if it isn't Idia, perhaps you need a refresher on what harassment looks like.
Holly White, the sadistic healer, holder of the White Mage Asterisk. She worked briefly alongside Idia when they served together in the Eternian Sky Knights. Despite her role as a healer, she has a streak of sadism a mile wide and seems in little hurry to relieve the pain of her allies. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Indeed! This is negotiation, not harassment! I was in the act of kindly explaining to this old man the ways of the business world. Then in comes rushing this violent woman! So nearly was a deal sealed and you dashed the whole thing to pieces. Fa!
Deal? Negotiations? It looked like plain old swindling from where I stand. Arutus Profiteur, you are a filthy, scheming robber baron.
Robber baron? What slander! And from this sadistic white mage, Holly White.
Push me again and you'll find yourself under the heel of my boot, you little rat!
Oh!
See? Frightful woman. Oh, even the most beautifully framed points cannot withstand such noisome interruptions. I shall retreat for now for dignity's sake. But I suggest you consider my offer, old man.
Where do you think you're going?
Research, preparation, there is so much to do. I bid you all ta-ta for now.
Don't you dare leave me behind! I haven't finished with you yet, Ratface!
Oh, wait a second, you two! Oh, geez, they're already gone.
What in the world was that all about? Negotiations about what?
He said he had an interest in this place.
This crumbling old shack? But why?
Shack, eh? I suppose that is what it must look like. This is our home.
Oh, beg your pardon.
I was born to a long line of fishermen. This house has belonged to our family for generations, as has the bounty of this bay. But when my son and his wife lost their lives in the war, I took their daughter and fled for safer shores. When I received word that the war had ended, my granddaughter and I hastened back here. We arrived just days ago, only to find...
that strange little man going hee in the corner. Ugh. And what did he have to say?
Once he heard that the house belonged to us, he told us to sell it to him and leave.
He wants you to abandon your home? What value could it hold for him?
If you were to believe him, he claimed that it was for the good of the nation. Then we were interrupted by that miss in white, As the man spoke his piece, she flew into a frightful rage. She seized him by the lapels and shook him about like a limp fish, threatening him with some colorful language. More talk about us leaving this place, and more quarreling, my poor granddaughter crying. Honestly, my mind is a whirl from it all.
I think I've got the picture. Now I know for sure that those two were causing you trouble. It looks like I'll have to find out for myself what they're up to. Wait here, Gramps. We'll be back.
Oh, rest intent, sure.
You? What's up with the folded arms and furrowed brow?
I have 4 potions here. The other day, I realized that an old one had become mixed up with the newer ones, so I put a sticker on it, but...
It came off?
You got it. Nowhere to be found.
So, what's the problem? Who cares if one is older than the others?
Ugh, I do for one. Have you tried sniffing them?
Yeah, but I can't tell any difference. Maybe it doesn't matter.
But what if it made you sick? Like in the middle of a battle?
Ah, good point, sir. Maybe we should just throw them all away.
You can't do that! Didn't your parents teach you not to waste resources? Mine did. Like, all the time.
Yes, I know, but... Whoa! Idia!
Ah, that is sweet. All right, everyone. Follow my lead. 1 flask for each of you. Come on, no complaints. 1, 2, 3, down the hatch!
Ugh, so bitter.
Oops, looks like poor you got the short straw. Here, let me give you a remedy.
Mine's bitter too.
Mine too. Like old leaves. Idia?
That makes no sense. You must be tasting them wrong. See? Completely sweet. It's fruity on the tongue with a mellow aftertaste and a hint of... I need a remedy! Remedy!
So much for not wasting resources.
Well, better now than in battle, I guess.
I'm going to bed.
That was funny.
It seems this town is faring better than I might have feared. Let us see. Where to start?
Just what are you trying to do here?
Research, of course. Market research. I must know what it is these country's people want and what they have to sell. Ah, it is you. You came rushing after me?
Of course we did. What are you really after? Trying to run those two out of their home?
Trying to line his own pockets, no doubt. This little rat doesn't think of anything else.
Indeed, I do not. Money, 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 and nothing could fill me with more joy. Hey, wait a minute.
Holly!
It's obvious this money grubber thinks there's some profit to be made from that shack.
Well, that I cannot deny.
What could you possibly gain from deceiving that family? Be careful with your words, or this world will soon have one less rat in it.
Deceive, you say? You do not flatter me. I only sought to include them in a little venture that would earn us all a pretty pig.
And what kind of venture would that be exactly?
Oh, I hope you're prepared for this, girl. I intend to buy up all the land around that inlet and turn a neat little profit in the process.
You want to buy up the entire inlet? That's quite ambitious.
That inlet connects this country to the world, the east to the west, and it will be the biggest port of trade anywhere when I am done with it.
So that's why. And now you're researching what products this nation has to offer.
Indeed, I am. Not that this is going as quickly as I should hope.
Oh? Ran into some trouble, did you?
It seems there are more people in this country than I expected who claim to have fond memories of that inlet.
You'd have to do a great deal of construction, wouldn't you? To transform it into a real harbor. Filling shallows, regrading the cliffs.
I have tried over and over to convince them, but some cling quite stubbornly to their objections. Exhibit A.
Oh, aye! That inlet is blessed with the best scenery. Developing a natural wonder like that? All
of us! His teeth! They flew!
As long as I've still got breath in me, I'll never allow you to turn that place into some grimy, grungy port.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you, lad.
Yes, yes, yes! You can say that again. Reclaiming a beautiful site like that inlet for a smelly old port. It's a travesty!
So it seems. Was that what you're here for, Profiteur? To let everyone rail at you?
Let them say what they wish. For my next errand, I think I should take in the sights at the Eisen Bridge.
Sure you're not headed on a fool's errand?
We shall see who is a fool in the end, hmm? Ta-ta!
So Profiteur is trying to buy up that whole area to develop the inlet into a port. But what about you, Holly? Why are you so set on keeping his hands off that old house?
Do you even need to ask? Sometimes I wonder if there's anything at all between those two ears of yours. Surely everyone loves their childhood home, no matter how humble it may be. Did you even look at that girl's face? That naive, honest yearning. I felt like I was looking at myself as a child.
Come again?
What?
What would you do then? An old man and his granddaughter, scarred from their losses during the war, and about to start a new life together in their old home. And here comes some speculator to force them out, all because he thinks there might be some profit to be made.
Sure, I understand all that. I just don't understand it coming from you. No, I suppose you wouldn't.
Correct. We're missing the tail here.
So tell us, Don Zaburo, why'd you set out on this journey?
Put simply, it is but one step in my lifelong pursuit of the martial arts. I would wander the land and face many trials, that I might achieve greater mastery of the blade.
A journey to improve your swordsmanship? I bet you'd get along great with my master.
Swords and swordsmanship are everything to me. So it has been for as long as I can recall. Nothing gives me greater happiness than the feeling of my blade rushing through the air.
A real bladed maniac, huh?
Watch your tongue, Minister. Our Anisama is the greatest swordsman in the realm. Speak ill of him in our presence, and we shall have him chop you to pieces. To pieces!
Whoa, watch where you swing that!
Enough of this silliness, Yoko. You are frightening your friends.
As you wish, Anisama. Why are you looking at us like that, Minister Yu? Oh, do not tell us that you are jealous.
No, it's nothing like that. I was just thinking how nice it is the way you two get along.
Oh, this is true. Our Anisama is strong, and loyal, and handsome. We hold him in the highest esteem.
Yoko can be a spoiled child at times, but she is my sister, and I care for her deeply.
Anisama, you are truly too sweet.
Yeah, It really is nice.
He's probably thinking of Jan.
Now there's just the matter of how we're gonna get across this bridge.
Something tells me the lady with the gun isn't going to be very obliging.
Get your tookus over here! I'll blast you 5 ways to Sunday!
As feisty as ever. This isn't going to be easy.
Worry not, friends. I have a plan. Perhaps you have heard, but this bridge was constructed directly atop an ancient aqueduct. One which remains standing even today. Should you cross via the aqueduct, it would place you right behind the woman.
If we catch her at close range, she won't be able to get off a shot.
Precisely. I shall divert her attention. Make for the aqueduct while she's looking away.
Are you sure you can manage all by yourself, Danzaburo?
Worry not. Notwithstanding my sister's boastings, I have some skill with a blade. I will keep her occupied. Go safely, friends.
Huh? Who the heck are you supposed to be?
Danzaburo, the lightning blade. Hito of the 5 swords of Yunohana challenges you to a duel.
Just like a thief bringing a knife to a gunfight. You got a death wish or something?
My blade will speak for itself. Come!
Ha! Like I needed an invitation. Say your prayers, chump. Did you just cut my bullet in 2?
Saw that one coming.
Behold, become one with the blade, and the impossible becomes possible.
It's a neat trick, I'll give you that. But I'm just getting warmed up.
That was amazing, Danzaburo!
All right, this is our chance! Let's go!
Fight bravely, our minister. Inform us when you are ready to enter the aqueduct.
That's all well and good, but we do have a side quest to do.
The devastation is even worse than I expected.
This place is always a site of conflict. During the Civil War, and now again.
Of course, it is this country's major thoroughfare.
Such places are always the first to be targeted in war, desperately fought over until all is laid to waste.
I have seen what I came to see. Onward, onward!
Already? What about your research?
Look at this bridge, girl! The picture is worth 1,000 words.
Hey, wait!
Oh, I see, I see. Yes, indeed. And?
What are you doing?
Huh? Research, obviously. And it is going well. So if you would kindly butt out.
Huh. Nothing at all from Eisen Bridge. Everyone hates your plans. Oh yeah, going great. I can tell.
Do I detect a hint of sarcasm? Tell me, young man, what is this country most lacking?
What is it not lacking? It's a barren waste, thanks to the volcanoes. And you think all those wars helped? Take a look at the bridge. People, produce, nothing can get across there. Whether it's growing crops or mining for ore, the labor shortage makes any enterprise hopeless. Materials, money, manpower, motivation. There's nothing we aren't lacking around here.
A vicious spiral.
But before, everyone said...
That is the difference between old men without long left and young men who must now make their way in the world.
One stuck living in the past, and the other looking to the future.
From my observations, it seems that the Eisen Bridge will not be operational for quite some time. So, if the roads over land are close to you, why not turn your eyes to the sea,
Like developing a trade port in the inlet? Yeah, that would really get things moving. Other countries would be clamoring for our jewels and the fruits of our mining.
And people flocking to the new port from overseas would take care of your pesky labor shortage,
C'est vrai. The little man with the funny accent has a point.
I know some fellas who'd be right on board with something like this. We can talk to them?
Most gladly. I will explain everything from the ground up. Call everyone you can think of.
Hold it right there. Aren't you getting ahead of yourself? You say it's for the nation's economy, but that doesn't mean that those two... Huh! The old man from the shack? What are you doing all the way out here? And looking like you've seen a ghost.
Oh, it's you! Please, have any of you seen my granddaughter?
Whatever's the matter, sir?
This note. I found it this morning.
I'm going to work in Heartschild so we can stay in our house.
No way! That little girl left all on her own?
What sort of work does she hope to find? Oh, I know that girl. She was going around everywhere asking for a job. I told her in this economy, the best she'll find is hunting for scrap ore in the mithril mines. Wait, you don't think... She wouldn't. You don't think she really went to the mines?
I expect she did.
What have you done? My poor girl!
Didn't the mithril mine run dry 2 years ago?
Yep.
I sure thought so.
Well, yes, but recently it has begun producing mithril again. It is only the scantest amount, but in terms of economic recovery, that is what you call a mithril opportunity.
You don't care about anything, do you? Just so long as you turn a profit.
Shut it! That is all this country has right now.
It's true.
What else can these people do, huh? Yes? Go on. Tell me your grand scheme.
My plan is not to leave a little girl wandering alone in that hellish maze. I'm going after her.
Come on, everyone! We have to hurry!
Mithril mines.
Pull yourself together.
They said the job paid well, but no one said anything about monsters.
Fool, you can't make money if you're dead.
Oh no. The new girl doesn't know a thing about mining. She went further in.
No, she can't be!
Holly, wait!
We must hurry as well.
Yeah!
Idia, I haven't seen any sign of her! Where could she be? Where could she have run off to?
Holly?
When I look at that old man and his granddaughter, it's like looking back at myself as a child. After losing both my parents to the Great Plague, it was just me and my grandfather. The crops failed year after year. Finally, my grandfather decided to give up and look for work in the city. He sold the house and the farm, all for my sake. But this is no time to dwell on the past. I have to find that girl! Idia, did you find her? I see. She's not here either. She's somewhere in these tunnels, all alone. Alone and afraid. We have to find her, and quickly!
Holly, are you...
When my grandfather and I first moved to the city, everything went so well. We lived in a beautiful house, and I received the best education money could buy. I wanted for nothing, and yet I was alone. My grandfather was consumed with his business. It was like he was another person altogether. person who had forgotten about me. Then one day... What am I doing? Reliving the past here? There's no time to lose!
Holly!
I have to hurry. I have to find her. It's no use, Idia. I can't find her anywhere! That poor girl is all alone, with no one to help her, to hold her.
Holly!
When my grandfather died, I was left all alone in that grand, empty, echoing house. The business passed into someone else's hands, and I went back to my childhood home. But there was nothing there. No one. Not a soul was left. Of course, this was years before the Grand Marshal's airship soared through the skies of Eternia. Look, another victim of your vaunted economic recovery.
I wasn't meant to die in a place like this.
Are you all right? Take a deep breath. In, out. Don't strain yourself. Once we get you outside, there will be plenty of fresh air for you to breathe.
Hand him here. I will take him to the entrance.
Money, money, money. All these people risking everything for money. Is that all their lives are worth? Is this the recovery you're dreaming of? Is this the cost of rebuilding a nation? It may not buy feasts and finery, but isn't it better just to live together as long and as happily as you can? For that old man and his granddaughter, isn't a modest life together better than an affluent one apart?
Listen, even I... never mind. We must hurry it. Oh, here she is! Oh, you are well, child. Is there no injuries? Oh, if anything were to happen to the precious granddaughter of a dear business associate. Come, let us be gone from this horrible place. I will personally escort you to safety. Come, right this way.
After all this, you still have designs on that old man and his land.
Why would that have changed? My recovery plan will save this country!
How can you even say that after what you put them through?
The girl coming here was not my doing.
Of course it was. You're the one who tried to take her home from her.
Ugh, do not conflate matters. You know, shrieking like that will only give you more wrinkles.
Huh? Say that again? I couldn't hear you over the grinding sound coming from under my heel.
Ow! Oh, my foot! Oh, do not twist!
Oh, knock it off, you two! Can't you see you're scaring her? Look, I'll take care of the rest. You two just get out of here! Now! Granddad!
Oh, my sweet child! You're not hurt! Thank heaven! Oh, thank heaven!
Go on now! Shoo!
Huh!
Miss Idia, I will kindly ask you not to say anything beyond your expertise.
Finally.
But what to do? Perhaps we should abandon our home after all.
You mean, just move away to some place we don't even know, Granddad?
Will I even be able to support her in some strange land where I don't know left from right? What should I do? What will be best for my dear girl?
It's a tough choice. Even if it's for the good of the nation, you shouldn't have to give up the home you love, right? But if they do give it up, their war-torn homeland will have the chance to get back on its feet. What would I do in their shoes?
That is a really tough choice. You know what? We're going to, I don't actually know which is the worst choice in this case. I was really hoping that the poll would actually get not a tie. Oh, In line with what we did in Harina, we're going to do this one because it meshes well.
I think you should sell your land to Profiteur, for your country's sake. I see what Holly's saying, but I just don't think she's right about this one. Take the money that Profiteur is offering, and move to a nice house in Heartschild or somewhere. It's the best thing for you and your granddaughter. Don't you think?
Of course. Surely, you must be right.
Did you just say what I think you said, you bubble-headed naive? Whoa! I just can't let my guard down with you around, can I? I thought you understood, Idia, but you still don't get it, do you? Profiteur's plans for this country's recovery will only make the rich richer and the poor poorer. These two, the workers in this mine, they'll never be able to crawl their way out of poverty. Are you really that blind? Ah, of course. Tell me, how much is that little rat paying you? He's playing you for fools. How clueless can you be?
Oh yeah? About what?
You've heard the rumors floating about the seas these days, right?
No.
They say some little rat has been paying visits to the foulest sorts, and he hasn't been going empty-handed either. Pirates, ex-sailors turned mercenary, the scurviest sorts imaginable. And what do you think they're planning? An honest, on-the-up-and-up trading post? Don't make me laugh!
But that would mean... Right, the post will need dock hands, miners... Those rough-and-tumble types would make for a formidable workforce.
Yeah.
Having people like that around would make the seas safe from pirates and boost trade even further.
Yep.
By developing that inlet as a trade center, this nation might truly flourish again. This girl could look forward to a bright future.
Yeah.
What are you even thinking? And you defile this beautiful spectacle of nature?
Spectacle of nature? Well, that's the first time I've heard anyone describe those lava-caked rocks as a...
Don't interrupt me, old man. Just don't sell your home. Got it? Look, it's for your own sake and your granddaughter's. Don't any of you see that? Why won't you just listen to what I have to say for once, Idia? Oh, I get it. You need more convincing. Then I guess you won't object if I backhand some sense into you!
Defeat Holly and you'll obtain the White Mage Asterisk. Considering we didn't get the Red Mage Asterisk, this actually might be a good idea. Note that you will not receive the Merchant's Asterisk. Choose wisely. White Mage, aid allies with healing and support magic. Can also proactively protect the party from harm, and even do some damage from time to time. Merchant, good at both saving and spending money. Upgrade your equipment with the extra coin you earn, and your party will be a force to be reckoned with. You're selling the land, and that's final.
Ugh, why am I wasting my breath? You never got it, and you never will. Then we'll just have to move straight on to discipline. Get out here, girls! These buffoons need a dose of reality. Let's take good care of them. Why am I always surrounded by stubborn oxen? Well, I'll show you how I deal with oxen. You're looking at the former saving grace of the Eternian Sky Knights. White Mage Holly White! Assume the position!
Nurse in training. Okay, so the nurses in training are weak to lightning, but carrying anything. Okay. I don't have 3 of anything. Darn it! Missed it.
Here goes nothing!
People should live in a way that suits them. Live above what suits you or below. You'll only end up miserable. I suppose you types born into wealth and privilege will never get it.
Oh, yeah. Twelve!
My boys! Grandpa! Why have you all gone and left me?
Remedy, 2 remedies, 2 potions, and a light garden. And... the White Mage Asterisk. White Mage aids allies with healing and support magic. Skilled at White Magic, favors stabs. Specialty, Angelic Ward. Job command, White Magic.
I will not forget this!
Granddad! I was so scared!
There, child. I'm sorry for putting you through such an ordeal. There's no need to worry any longer. I'm going to sell that old house and take you someplace where we can live a fine life.
You're going to sell our house?
If we just give up that house, we'll be able to live an easy life together for the rest of our days.
But that's our home! The home we shared with Mom and Dad!
I know, child. But there's no sense in staying there if it's just gonna lead to more pain and strife.
No! I don't want to leave again. If you want to go, go on your own!
No, wait, child! Well, I fear you've seen the worst of us now. My.
What is all this? First that sentimental sadist, and then the little girl both go running past me. Oh, so you've been convinced to sell the house? Fantastic! I shall owe you for this, Miss Idia. And the Profiteur always pays his debts.
Thanks, but I didn't do it for you. I did it for the people of this nation.
Now, once we get back to the city, we will have you sign over the deed to that house, and...
I know. But you'd better be sure you can pull this plan off for my granddaughter and all of the children.
You can count on me. You have picked the winning horse in this race, don't you worry.
That reminds me. We had a letter come for you.
Eh? For me? From whom? The former King Cammer the Eighth? What is this? I defaulted on a loan which I had secured using your name. A very large one. So sorry, yours, Cammer. What? That incompetent, pompous!
Oh my
How could he
goodness.
be so reckless? And now, of all times when I need the funds! I am afraid that I have urgent business to attend to. I will have to leave this country for a short while, but fear not, I will return. Now, if you will pardon me, there is a certain metal-clad cad I must be seeing.
I sure hope I made the right call.
Now work can begin on the new trade port, and this nation can get back on the road to recovery. Kids like that little girl can look forward to a bright future here when they grow up.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Sea of Corsairs. Hey, you. Where and what is this Sea of Corsairs? The one that Holly woman was talking about. Oh, right. That is what people call the sea that extends to the east of Eisen. And by Corsairs, they mean pirates, yes? How very exciting! That's right, there are a lot of names for it. Pillagers Deep, Buccaneers Bay... There's even legends of a long-lost nation founded by pirates. Nation of pirates? How positively romantic! It was during Luxemdark's Middle Ages. Advances in shipcraft gave rise to mighty vessels, and people flocked to the seas. It became easier than ever to move people, goods, and information between nations. Second-hand rumors and vague information became a thing of the past. Overnight, the world grew smaller and smarter. And the world entered a great age of discovery. Of course, not everybody was happy about that. Old powers and new clashed, and many wars were fought. The Orthodoxy was losing power, and new knowledge defeating old superstitions. They blamed the seafarers, calling them pirates. And the seafarers didn't like being hemmed in by musty old ideals either, so they began to raid coastal chrysalis states. Even the Crystal Guard was sent on campaigns to suppress these pirates, but they were utterly outclassed on the sea. In the end, the pirates decided to found their own nation. Right about halfway between Eisenberg and Ansheim, in fact. A la vache! Now that I would love to see. Let's go to the land of the pirates. I imagine Grand Ship isn't around anymore. I'm afraid that all you'll find today is the vast open sea. Why do you hesitate? You must go at once, while Anisama is risking all to distract her. We're going in. Abandoned Aqueduct.
a secret passage, just as Don Zaburo said.
It's obviously abandoned, but you can see traces from when the aqueduct was still in use.
What's this here?
It's a kunai. Rusted and useless now, though.
And look at this. Clothing, makeup, wigs.
Oh.
Now I see. The Black Blades used this passage when they infiltrated Heartschild.
Yep.
I've never met these Black Blades, but they must have been a formidable lot.
What makes you say that?
Can't you feel it? The gaze of monsters in the shadows, watching our every move.
I feel it too. On your guard, everyone.
So, when we come back next time, then gonna continue on forward through this area and finally take care of Amy, who hopefully will be much harder than she was during the demo. I'm guaranteed that she will be. But hopefully, she won't take more tries than she did during the demo. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.